then today we have Linda West with us, our special guest. And she's going to do our opening prayer for us. That's right.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Does that work? Okay. All right. It is a pleasure to be here. We're opening up, from what I understand, new energy. We want to open up new energy in our hearts. We want to open up and receive what is ours by divine right, because we are divine beings, connected to the most powerful energy in the universe. So when we close our eyes, just for a moment now, wait. Is there an official prayer I'm supposed to do, or am I just doing it? Go for it, girl. If everyone will close their eyes and get out of your head and go into your heart and say, Lord, I am open to receive. I am open to receive the love that you have. I am open to receive the abundance that you so freely give, and I am open to receive peace. Let this day be a blessing to all of us. Let me bless someone else as you bless me, Lord. And let me get the message from this service that you want me to have as I open up my heart with love. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, it's time. Let's greet everybody. Say hi.
gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only
time since I've been in front of a unity group, and I'm honored to be here, and I want to thank you. You made it. See, you got me up. Let's do a Can you hear me now? Let's do a meditation. And just relax. Close your eyes and realize that you are at this very moment surrounded by love. There are angels here. There is love here. God's very potent power is here to heal, to bring you peace. Visualize in your heart center a radiant light. A light that is the very essence of who you are. And that light is the energy of God that flows through you. And visualize that light, that warm, amazing love light, getting larger and expanding as it encompasses your whole body. That love, that peace, that healing light filling every single cell. And that light expands beyond your physical body to include those sitting next to you. And it grows and it combines with others in this auditorium. And it fills this house of worship with love this morning. And it expands out beyond this building to fill this town, to fill this state, to fill this country. And your love at this moment expands and surrounds the planet. And for a moment, embrace the power that love has as it flows through you and around the planet with each and every other soul here. And say thank you. Say thank you. And slowly bring that energy back to the country, back to the state, back here to this magnificent house of worship. Bring it back into your heart center. And once again, feel the potency and the power of the healing of that light and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You may open your eyes. You just healed the world. Nice job.
beside me. So if I stumble, falter, break down crying like a child, I've got to praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God till I feel it again. And when I'm weary to the bone, don't know if I can make it through another day. Your shining presence, nevermore, never more than a breath away. So if I stumble, falter, break down crying like a child, I've got to praise God, praise God, praise God till I feel it again, till I feel your love again. Ooh, do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it.
Ooh, do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it.
Ooh, do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it.
Oh, I gotta praise God, praise God, praise God, 'cause praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God till I feel it again.
Feel it again.
Oh, I feel it again.
Feel it again.
I can feel it again.
Feel it again.
Oh, I can feel it again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going so far? Can that go? No. All right.
Well, back there can be flipped off. Can be flipped off back there.
They will be in the Okay. Is that all right for filming? We're good?
It'll be okay.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are talking about change. I love that quote. We pray to God when change comes into our life. Holy smoke, something's happening, I don't understand, and then we need to understand it, that it is God that is causing that change, that it is God that is asking you to have faith, and it is God that is saying to you, I got your back. I've got your back. We as humans do not like change. Yeah, I know. We like things to be copacetic. But we are living in 2015. Anybody not realize that? We're living beyond what we thought maybe the end would be. I mean, there were some out there when 99 rolled over into 2000 that were gathering that water, thought it might be the end then. And then there was 2012. Oh my gosh. But we're here. And what you have been noticing, what you have been embracing, what you have been recognizing is, oh my goodness, things are not the same. And you're right. Because the energy is shifting and changing.
And every time the energy shifts and changes, you feel it. And you want to know why the energy is shifting and changing? Because we are in a higher frequency. And we are in a higher frequency because of you. We are in a higher frequency because of other spiritual people out there that said, we can do this. We can bring to our planet, we can bring to our lives more love. And that makes the frequency go up. People who have heard me speak before, you'll recognize this statement. There are scientists out there that actually measure the frequency of the planet. And it's vibrating faster now than it was 10, 20, 30 years ago. It is not your imagination that you're feeling different. It is not your imagination that time is going by faster. It is not old age. It is not. A minute is still a minute, an hour is still an hour, but the energy is going faster, and that is creating this motion of time going faster. The frequency is higher, and what this means for you is that your thoughts are creating. Your thoughts have always created, but we're in 2015. You know, in 1980, we were at this frequency. 1990, we were here. July, we were here. It's August. By the end of the year, oh yeah. Every time there's a full moon, every time something shifts, you're not sleeping, or you're anxious, that's the energy. And your thoughts are creating. And there's a part of you right here in your solar plexus, right here. Think about that. That says, I know there's more. There must be more to life than this. How many of you have said that? Yes. Am I missing something? And when you do that, your angels celebrate. Do you know why your angels celebrate? Because that's what they want you to say. And once you say, there must be more to life than this, God says, of course there is. And then change happens. Because in order for you to get from where you are to where you want to be at that highest frequency available, well, let me tell you what that highest frequency available is. It's love, it's joy, peace, prosperity, health, perfect divine self-expression. That's the highest frequency available. That's where that energy is churning for you. That's when you are tapped in to the highest frequency, which is God. And that love, joy, peace, prosperity, and health is yours. It's just that for so many of us, you don't know that. Or you don't believe that. And when that solar plexus area gets restless, and says, I deserve more, which is exactly right, because it is your angels that are talking to you. I deserve more. There must be more to life than this. And God says yes. Your angels say yes. And in order for you to accept the highest frequency available, we're going to have to change some things. We're going to have to shake your foundation a little bit because you have a fear of lack of money. Because what you really want to do, you're too afraid to step into because you're afraid of lack of money. Or perhaps your health isn't very good, so we're going to have to make some changes in your life. Or maybe you don't have good self-esteem. Maybe you don't really realize the power that you carry within you. So in order for you to be at the highest frequency available, we're going to give some change into your life. We're going to rattle your foundation, and we're going to say, if this person is afraid of lack of money, I guess we better show them what lack of money is all about. And then, what's it going to take? You must understand. Money is just energy. Everything is energy. You're an energetic being. And every time you say, I can't afford, and every time you say, I don't believe, or I can't have, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your health. I don't care. You put yourself on that path to having more of what you just said, because that's how the energy works. And in 2015, please realize that when I say the frequency is higher, I mean the frequency's higher. During the time of Moses,
Spiritual world, physical world.
it was separate. Jesus showed up,
Spiritual world, physical world.
2015,
We're dancing between dimensions.
we are dancing between the dimensions of the spiritual and physical world. That's why you're here. That's why you stayed, to have that power, to have that creativity, to be that connected. You're not here by chance. You're not walking the planet in 2015 in Pinetop, Arizona, in Unity Church this morning by chance. You're here because you're supposed to be here, and you're here because you're supposed to get it. You create what is in your life, and the universe and the angels respond. And every time a soul gets up there into that highest frequency of joy, you change the world. Now, change. We always like to pass judgment. Something just happens in your life and you go, oh no, this isn't good. Immediately, the ego pops up and says, now what do I do? Tell me that doesn't happen every single time. Come on. Come on. Yeah, uh-huh. And that judgment goes out and creates all kinds of scenarios on the mental plane, doesn't it? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if? And because you judge the scenario, because you judge the circumstances as negative, guess what? They become negative. And I'm telling you today, it is time to quit allowing ego to run what is going on in your life. You must quit allowing your ego to judge what is happening in your life. Because if you want to be in the highest frequency available with your perfect divine self-expression and peace and love, you need to say, wow, well, this is weird. Handle this, angels, and take care of this for me. I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to believe, and I'm going to trust, and I'm going to detach from this situation, which is the first 3 keys of the 8 keys of my book, by the way, which was presented here in the summer of 2006. And many of you, some of you were there. And the message that was in 2006 is the same message as today, only it's even more potent. Because if you're going to sit here on Sunday morning and go home this afternoon and get a letter in the mail that all of a sudden changes things in your life and freak out, what are you showing up for? Because it's going to happen. Until you say, I got this. Because the universe has got my back. The angels have got my back. They're taking care of me. And every situation in your life, no matter how negative it is there by divine intervention on your behalf to take care of that solar plexus, I deserve more. Because the universe supports you in the I deserve more. And the angels are saying, don't be afraid anymore. The money's there. It's all energy. And it's already on your path. This is what I want you to understand. Everything you need is already on your path. It's just that you may be at this frequency and the money's at this frequency. You see. And when you say, well, angels, I need money. And I'm going to believe, And I'm going to trust and I'm going to let go of how that happens. Because for some of us, it's our jobs that our money comes from. Or some of you believe that it's your husband. Or some of you believe it's your ex. Or the government. Or I have to sell this in order to have this. Or I must do this in order to have this. And none of that is true. It is a perception of what you have created in your life. Because the universe says, I don't need these rules and regulations. I am not limited by your government check that shows up every month. I am not limited like you are. The universe, God is saying to you, where is your faith? I got your back. Whatever you need will come to you without you needing to whip yourself into a frenzy of fear. And that is the good news. That is the good news. And let's face it, the first thing that shows up is always fear. I've been teaching this for years. I used to be a complete mess of fear. You could read about it in my book. Angels used to have to hit me over the head with a baseball bat to say, hey, we got this. You know what that's like. You're on your knees. It's like, I can't take this anymore. And they're going, well, thank goodness. Jeez. Did we finally reach you? Everything you need is coming to you. Open up your hearts. It is who you are. You're divine beings experiencing the physical world. And God is taking care of everything, and God is not limited by what you see in the physical world. Quit looking at your life through the eyes of the physical world, please. I told you we're dancing between dimensions now. So how many of you out there are getting a little dizzy when you stand up? You thought maybe, it was the medication you were on. How many of you are having more vivid dreams? Seeing things out of the corner of your eye. Experiencing an awakening and going, oh wow, this is weird. This isn't weird. This is who you are. And remember, you opted to stay. You opted to be here. You opted to experience this time on earth. There are many exits being created out there for people to go. They finished their task, they're done. And you all sitting in here said, nah, I'm going to stick around for this 2015, 2016 energy and see what the universe has. And then something happens and rattles your foundation and you're like, whoa. Go to your heart. Don't look at your world through the physical eyes. Start manifesting and creating. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. What do you want? What's your ideal? Because that's what the universe will create. I have a radio show on Thursdays. People call in. And a gal asked me a question. She said, I have this part-time job, and it's not going to turn into a full-time job, and I need a full-time job, so I really need to do something with this. And I said, you know what? The angels are telling me you don't need to do anything, that they're going to take care of you, that this job is going to turn into what you need it to turn into. She goes, no, it's not, because it's only a part-time job. This is the mental plane analyzation that we do. And I said, again, and I'll say it to you, do not look at your world from your physical eyes. I said, you are looking at this list of things that says you are limited, and the universe and God and the angels are saying, no limitations here, I can handle this. And your fear is normal. The ego latches on to that. Especially as you just start to step into your power, you know those moments, oh, you're feeling good, you're connected, you're feeling the love. wonderful things have just happened, and then your ego pops up and says, "Are you kidding me?" You should be very, very afraid. Of course. That's the way of the world. Have you noticed that? Whoever they are would really like it when you're afraid. We're easy to control when we're afraid. They don't want you empowered. Stepping out there. I don't need a security system at my house. My house is protected. I travel all over the country by myself, doing talks and seminars. I drive everywhere. My car is protected. I stay at hotels by myself. I don't need a gun. I don't need a Doberman pinscher. Because I am protected. And this is what I know. And I have traveled with people who don't know that. Makes for an odd scenario. Because you know what I'm talking about, don't you? This is about you. I'm going to give you your get out of jail free card this morning. You do not have to save the world. Whew. Okay? You don't need to be Mother Teresa on the streets of India. And I am grateful. It's not in these shoes. Seriously. You don't have to save the world anymore, and your compulsion to do that, your victimhood, martyrdom, and self-sacrifice, you all know what I'm talking about. That's past life stuff. That was the other life. That's when we were trying to save the masses. So quit that. There's no more saving the masses. Instead, it's one soul at a time, and it starts with you. Because when you are in your joy, you're at the highest frequency available. And then that goes out and gives other people permission to be in their joy also. And then that goes out, and that goes out, and that goes out. But you got to take care of you first. You got to watch over you first. Angels, show me my joy. Show me my joy. And you know it's going to change your life. I went through the whole process, and it's in my book. And I'm going to tell you what. My mother was a manic depressive, and my father was sexually abusive. And I went from, get this, being invisible, I know, to goddess. Yeah? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, everything I ask for, I get. That's not a brag, that's a fact. I'm a millionaire. There may not be $1 million in my bank account, but it always shows up. What are you waiting for? Because I guarantee you, as long as you're in fear, it's not going to show up. Change is going to happen. You might as well be in control of it and say, show me my joy, angels. I had a friend years ago. Yeah, it's been that long. And she would say to me, in a year, when this happens and this happens, I'll be happy. You know people like that too. When I have this, I'll be happy. And you know what happens? Because remember, we're dancing between dimensions. You know, we're dancing between dimensions. And because it's like, your happiness is always a year down the road. It was always a year down the road for her. You need to be happy now. Because I'll tell you what, the universe has got your back. Your abundance is unlimited. And your happiness needs to be here. And when you just get up in the morning, even though you're looking at a stack of bills, and we've all been there, and just say, angels, take care of this. I'm going for a walk. Thank you for my abundance. Oh yeah, you'll have a walk, and then you and your ego will argue the whole way, but I'm telling you. This energy stuff works. And you just need to embrace it. You need to quit judging what's going on around you as negative. You may not understand it, because I've had people say, well, if I only understood. Well, guess what? You may not get all that information. There's a lot going on running the universe and creating synchronicity for everybody. You're going to have to do this on your whole belief, trust, attach, and have faith that the universe is going to take care of you. We are in a loving, benevolent place where all your needs will be met. If you have physical illness, your body's talking to you. This is the change that's being created in your body. And your body's saying, listen, there's something wrong here. Maybe you're not eating right. Maybe you need to do something else. And make no mistake, that little tap on the shoulder that you've been getting for years and you've been ignoring, is yelling at you now. You are connected to the most powerful energy in the universe. Do not leave this place without understanding that you are connected to the most powerful energy in the universe. And no matter what they tell you out there, you have the power of this energy within you. It is called love. You felt it when we sent it out there. You experienced it. And so did the rest of the world, by the way. Because that's how powerful it is. And if you have a situation that you don't get and it seems completely negative, then you need to quit fighting what is and say, I'm sending in love. Whew, I'm sending in angels. I watch my husband drive off every morning. It's like 10,000 angels going with him. Boom! Why not? Send in the angels. I don't want to deal with this. You create pain in your physical body or in your life by resisting what is. Each and every one of you, as you are connected to the most powerful energy in the universe, is also psychic. So your angels are already talking to you. You're just ignoring it. There isn't a one of us that hasn't felt that tapping on the shoulder. Well, you need to do this, or you ought to do this. And so many times we walk away. And that's what I meant when I said, yeah, they just knock you in the head with a baseball bat and you're on your knees. Got your attention now, human, don't we? Don't let it get to that. Be in the moment. And just say thank you. The change that is happening in your life is there to wake you up. It's there to put in front of your face what you need to deal with, and that is what we don't like. You want to know why everybody's so upset out there? Why everybody's so angry? Why everybody is so hateful? And if you're on any social media, I know you're seeing some of this. Because that energy is working on them also. And what's in front of their face is, you need to love more. You need to forgive yourself, and people don't want to deal with that. You're experiencing what you are experiencing because the angels want your eyes to open and say, I need to forgive myself. I need to love myself. I need to take better care. I need to exercise a little bit. Whatever you need is right in front of your face, and it is there to make you insanely uncomfortable. It is there to rock your very foundation, so that you'll finally say, I'm going to quit fighting this. And they're like, yay! You create pain when you resist what is happening. Ask. I want you to leave here today empowered by what has been said to you. I want you to go home and think about, what was the part of her talk that really irritated me? And then I want you to go inward and say, well, why am I irritated by that? Because that's your angels talking to you. That's your angels cracking your foundation. Whether it's here or in your relationships or at your job or somewhere else, that's those angels cracking the foundation by making you uncomfortable because they want you up here. Love, joy, who doesn't want that? Love, joy, peace, prosperity, and health, perfect divine self-expression. I got that. I got that in my life. I could have never imagined how peaceful and how joyful it is to live on this planet. And I encourage you that it is worth the effort. And some of you know what I'm talking about. You got this. Do not resist the change that is taking place. Because that change is the issue that you need to deal with to move you from here to here, or it wouldn't be there. And when you move up here, there'll be another issue. Because it'll be December and we'll be way up here. But every time you say yes to the universe, every time you say yes to God, I got this. Give me clarity. You don't need I'm a psychic by trade. It's not what it used to be. Want to know why? Because the future is changing like this. You don't need a psychic. I just saved you a bunch of money. You don't need a psychic to tell you what's going to happen. That's what faith is all about. That's what the belief trust is all about. You don't need a psychic to tell you you're on the right path. You know when you're miserable, you're not on the right path. Right? So save your money and talk to your angels. Talk to God. Give me clarity. Give me wisdom and understanding about this situation. What do I need to do? And you'll get a response. And sometimes that response is nothing. You don't hear a word. And then you freak out. It's like, well, that angel lady told me to do this, and I'm not getting anything. When you get nothing, it means do nothing. It means the angels are working behind the scenes to create this amazing tapestry and weave it together to put you at the right place at the right time. In divine timing. Not in human timing. Not in physical world timing. Get it? Will you just get this? Because you're making yourself miserable for no reason. And change is divine in nature. And it's getting you where you need to go. Ask. Give me wisdom and understanding. What do I need to learn in this situation so I can get the heck out of here? What do I need to know about myself? Give me clarity. And that's why there is so much resistance out there, so much anger, so much hatred, because they are going outside of themselves and blaming someone else. Blaming the immigrants, blaming the black guy in office, blaming this, blaming the in-laws, blaming the school, blaming, because they won't go inward and deal with their own stuff. And you're here because you want to do what the angels want you to do. You want clarity. You are here because you are ready or already in love, joy, peace, prosperity, health, perfect divine self-expression. And like I said, that doesn't mean saving the world. It means I'm a joy. I'm in my garden. Where'd you go? You were just gardening, brought us zucchinis. Yes, Karen's in her garden. Look at the peace on her. She's like, I got zucchinis. I got this great, I'm in my garden. That's her joy. And she is raising the frequency on the planet because she's in her joy. That's all it takes. No big long list. Just do what you love from the joy in your heart. And the universe and the rest of the planet, it's already shifting and changing. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. When you feel fear, say, angels, take this fear from me and let me see this situation clearly. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. And what we're doing, and what you're doing when you walk out of here, that big smile on your face now, hey, I got the most powerful energy in the universe has got my back. I can't lose. No, you can't. It may not happen the way you think it should, could, or would, and therein, therefore, lies, hello, detach. The universe never ever does things in the way we think it should. And you've experienced that at this church, haven't you? There's been an overhaul. We never expected that kind of overhaul, but look at the enlightenment that it brings. We all get that. Well, I didn't expect this to happen. So? Bless it. It is divine. You are divine. And you are experiencing something at this church that is divine. As we said, I was talking to someone, I said earlier, I said, well, what do you know what you want until you know what you don't want? And therefore the angels say, I'm heading you in the direction of your joy. Show me my joy. Show me my joy. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be here, to invite me back again. So it's been since that summer, I believe. It's a long time. A lot has happened since then. A lot has happened to a lot of us. We've all experienced the ups and downs of the economy, the ups and downs of what the response from that economy was, and you're still here in Pinetop. Maybe you're here just part of the year. And if you are, oh, way to go. Or maybe you're like us and live here all year round. Yeah. And last time I was here, I had a store, 5,000 square foot store, and that is closed now, closed in 2010 in response to the economy, but that really wasn't why it closed. Even though I held on to it white knuckle, remember, you get the pain from resistance? Yeah, I held on to it white knuckle. I fly the same way. And then one day, I realized it wasn't the economy that closed the store. It was that my energy there was done. What I needed to learn there was done. And it set me on a completely new path, as it does, as it has done to you. All these different things. And you look back and you go, wow, I was so stressed about that. And the angels go, yeah, we know you were. But we always had your back, right? Yeah. So whatever is going on, whatever change you are experiencing, stay in the moment and say, angels, bless this, give me clarity. I'm going to go buy myself something new. Because I believe in the abundance of the universe. Anybody read Florence Shelby Shinn? She was in the 30s and 40s. She had The Game of Life and How to Play It. Yeah. She always used to say, go out and buy something. When you go out and buy something, you're literally telling the universe, I believe in your abundance. So thank you again for letting me be here. I do have my book, The 8 Keys, which was created here, by the way. The story of how it was created, how it got published, and I still struggle with writing, is a miracle. Quit laughing, Jenny. I know. And so allow yourself to take a breath. Just take a breath. Thank you, angels, for the change that's going on in my life. Thank you for putting in front of my face exactly what I need to deal with. Now help me understand. Help me get clarity. Help me release it. And let me move up to that next frequency. And that's where we are today. Take it home with you. Take your joy. Take your empowerment. And those beautiful smiles. All you people are smiling at me. And just go be your joyful, happy selves. Now, we have, what do we have? I know this, I know. Oh, it's time for you to give back. Especially those of you who have a fear of lack of money. The more you give, the more you believe that the universe will reimburse you. Right? So if that money is making you clench, and you're like, oh, I should give it, and then, oh, you don't, trust me, you'll feel better if you do. Am I supposed to have a prayer? They're going to sing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light, in the light of God. In the light, in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light, in the light of God. Oh, my good is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Oh, my good is everywhere, manifesting now. Over here, over there, within, without, everywhere. Thank you, God, for my good, manifesting now.
We have 1, 2, foundation that is here, that in the hearts of these young people, your energy is being carried out there. This is our future for ourselves and for our planet, and we thank you. We thank you for the blessings of the love that they have within them to give to us. And so it is. Amen.
Am I next? No, she wants your shoes.